All right, America, pull up a chair and grab some popcorn because what I'm about to drop is going to mess with your head in the best way possible. And it might just change how you shop for food for the rest of your life. Here in the United States of America, we did something that sounds a little bit crazy and a little bit awesome at the same time. 30 days straight, nothing but certified organic food grown and raised right here on American soil. Every single meal, every single snack, every single sip, breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight cravings, all of it organic. No cheat codes, no sneaky drive-through burgers, no gas station hot dogs that I've been rolling for 3 days, no conventional chips from the office break room, no soda loaded with corn syrup, just clean American organic from real farms that actually care about dirt and water and bees and people. And we did the one thing almost nobody on the internet ever does when they talk about organic. We went to a real accredited lab right here in America, and we got our blood drawn on day 1 before we ate a single organic bite, and then again on day 30 after living the organic life for a full month. Same lab, same time in the morning, same exact markers, so we could see in black and white what actually happens inside your body when you stop feeding it the standard American conventional food system and switch to nothing but clean organic. Man, when that second lab report came back, we just stared at it. My doctor stared at it. My mom stared at it. We all said the same thing. Holy smokes, is this even the same person? So if you have ever stood in your local American supermarket, whether it is Walmart or Kroger or Safeway or Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or Publix or Costco, holding a regular apple in one hand and an organic apple in the other hand, looking at that price difference and thinking, is this organic thing legit, or is it just fancy marketing for rich dudes from Los Angeles who do yoga and drink green juice that tastes like lawn clippings? Then this whole story is for you, because we have receipts, and those receipts are written in blood, literally. I will keep it 100% real with you. I used to be the biggest hater and skeptic in the whole country. I grew up on the classic American diet. Frozen pizza rolls, boxed cereal that is basically sugar with food coloring, soda with every single meal, fast food burgers 3 times a week, chicken nuggets that are more breading than chicken chips and candy for dinner when I was too tired to cook. My fridge was a graveyard of processed stuff made by giant brands that spend billions on ads during the Super Bowl, and my body was paying the price big time. I was tired all the time, like need 3 coffees and an energy drink just to say good morning tired. My sleep was garbage. I would toss and turn and wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning for no reason and just stare at the ceiling. My gut was a disaster. Bloated after every meal, making noises like an old truck trying to start in a snowstorm in Minnesota. My skin was breaking out like I was back in high school. My focus was shot. I could not read 2 pages of a book without checking my phone. My mood was up and down like a roller coaster at Six Flags. I went to my doc for a regular checkup here in America, and he ran my blood and he looked at me and said, "Man, what are you doing to yourself? Your inflammation markers are high. Your blood sugar is swinging hard. Your system looks stressed and tired." That was my wake-up call. That was the moment I knew I had to do something radical. So we decided to go all in. 30 days of only organic, American-grown, American-raised, from real farms that do things the old-school way, but with new-school science to back it up. We sourced grass-fed beef from Texas ranches where cows actually walk around in pastures and eat grass under the big Texas sun. We got pasture-raised eggs from Pennsylvania farms where chickens actually peck in the dirt and run around and act like chickens. We got organic berries from Oregon, organic leafy greens and lettuce from Vermont, organic sweet potatoes from North Carolina, organic grains and wheat from Kansas, organic apples and pears from Washington State, organic dairy and raw cheddar from small family farms in Wisconsin, organic olive oil from California, organic honey from Florida, all of it certified, all of it clean, all of it American. The first 3 or 4 days were not pretty. I will be totally honest with you. My body was like, dude, where is my sugar rush? Where is my soda? Where is my processed junk food that lights up my brain? I had a dull headache. I was cranky. I was that guy who loses his car keys and acts like it is the end of the world. But around day 5, something magical happened. I woke up and my head was clear, like scary clear, like I had not felt since I was a kid on summer break. I did not need to hit snooze 5 times. I just got up. I had energy that lasted from morning till night. No crash at 2 p.m. where you want to crawl under your desk and take a nap. My stomach flattened out. The bloat vanished. My skin started to glow. My eyes looked brighter. People at work started asking if I got a haircut or started working out or found a new girlfriend. Nope. Just stopped eating chemicals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then the blood work came in, and it told the whole story way better than I ever could, because your blood does not lie. Your favorite fitness influencer on social media might lie. Your food label might lie, but your blood never lies. So let us get into the 8 biggest things almost every single American gets totally wrong about organic food, because the internet is super loud and super wrong. And we finally have real data from a real American lab to shut down the nonsense. Myth number 1, most folks in America think you can just wash off all the pesticides from regular produce and you will be totally fine. That idea is everywhere. Your grandma says it, your uncle says it, some dudes on TV say it, and it is just flat out wrong. Here is the deal that big agriculture does not put on billboards. A huge chunk of pesticides used on conventional farms in the United States of America are systemic, meaning the plant drinks them up through its roots and leaves and stems, and the chemical becomes part of the fruit itself, inside the flesh, inside the juice, not just sitting on the skin like a little dust you can rinse off. You could scrub that conventional strawberry or that conventional apple with soap and a fancy brush for an hour, and you are still biting into that stuff because it is inside. Our day 1 blood work showed clear traces of pesticide metabolites, basically the leftovers your body creates when it tries to break down and get rid of those chemicals. Those markers are super common in Americans who eat a lot of conventional produce, especially the stuff that gets sprayed heavily like berries and leafy greens. After 30 days of only organic, those same markers dropped like a rock off a cliff in Arizona. We are talking more than 60% down, some markers down more than 75% in just 1 month. That is your body screaming, thank you for finally giving it a chance to clean house. Your body wants to detox. You just have to stop dumping more junk in 3 times a day. Myth number 2, people love to repeat that organic has the exact same nutrition as conventional, so why pay more? It is all the same. That talking point has been floating around American news and American media for years, and it misses the whole point of how food actually grows. Food is not made in a factory. It is grown in soil, and soil health is everything. Conventional mega farms in America have been hammering their soil for decades with synthetic fertilizers and tons of chemicals that feed the plant fast but kill the life in the dirt. It is like feeding a kid nothing but energy drinks and candy bars. Yeah, the kid will get taller, but he will not be strong or healthy. Organic farms here in America that use compost and cover crops and crop rotation and animal manure build living soil that is full of worms and microbes and fungi and minerals and all the tiny life that makes dirt actually alive. That living soil grows food that pulls more nutrition out of the ground and into your food. Our blood work after 30 days showed higher vitamin C, higher magnesium, higher zinc, higher iron markers, and a really nice bump in antioxidant levels like polyphenols and carotenoids and flavonoids that help your body fight damage. Same amount of calories, same amount of food on the plate, but way more of the tiny nutrients that actually run your energy and immune system and brain and sleep. It is like putting premium fuel in your old American pickup truck after running cheap discount gas for years. Same truck, but it runs smoother, quieter, stronger, faster, and does not cough and sputter every cold morning. Myth number 3, everyone thinks if you go organic, you will be starving because it is all boring salads and sad rabbit food that tastes like cardboard. Dude, have you seen organic food in America in 2026? This is not the old days of dry tofu and limp lettuce. We ate like absolute kings and queens every single day. Organic ribeye steaks that tasted like real beef, rich and beefy and juicy, not watered down supermarket stuff that shrinks to half its size in the pan. Organic chicken thighs that actually tasted like chicken, not like wet paper. Organic bacon with no weird chemical aftertaste that crisps up perfect. Organic eggs with yolks so deep orange they looked like a sunset over the Grand Canyon in Arizona. Organic sweet potatoes roasted with olive oil and sea salt that tasted like candy straight from nature. Organic sourdough bread that was chewy and tangy and perfect with butter. Organic peanut butter that is literally just peanuts and a pinch of salt, nothing else. Organic blueberries and strawberries that pop like little flavor bombs, so sweet you do not need sugar. Organic raw cheddar from Wisconsin that melted like a dream on a burger. I was full every night, satisfied, happy, not stuffed and gross and needing to unbutton my pants, just full and content. And my blood sugar told the real story. Before organic, my glucose was spiking and crashing all day long. Up after breakfast, crash at 10, up after lunch, crash at 3, craving sugar and junk at 9 at night. That roller coaster is why so many Americans feel tired and hangry and moody all day. After 30 days, organic, my fasting glucose was lower, my post-meal meal spikes were smaller, and my daily curve was flat and steady like a calm lake in the morning. That means steady energy, no more needing candy to survive a boring meeting, no more falling asleep after lunch, no more late night cravings that ruin your sleep. Myth number 4, folks think 30 days is not long enough to change anything inside your body, that you would need years and years of clean eating to make a real difference. That is not how your amazing American-built body works. Your body is built to heal fast when you stop hitting it with junk every single day. Think of your body like a super busy American kitchen after a huge family barbecue on the 4th of July. If you never do dishes, trash piles up, grease is everywhere, flies show up, the sink is full, everything stinks, and you do not even want to walk in there. That is inflammation and toxic load. That is your body on conventional processed food loaded with additives and pesticide residues. But if you spend a weekend deep cleaning, scrubbing every pan, taking out the trash, mopping the floor, opening the windows, suddenly the kitchen feels brand new and you actually want to cook in there again and invite friends over. That is what 30 days of organic did for us. Our inflammation marker, C-reactive protein, which is a big red flag that your body is irritated and on edge, and which is high in so many Americans without them even knowing it, dropped by a huge margin. My joint stiffness in the morning disappeared. I used to wake up feeling like a rusty robot. After organic, I woke up loose and ready to move. My gut stopped making weird noises and bloating. My bathroom habits became normal and regular. My skin cleared up. My head felt less foggy. My brain felt sharp. That is not placebo. That is not in your head. That is measurable inflammation going down because we stopped feeding it stuff that causes it every single day. Myth number 5, and this one is kind of savage, but it needs to be said out loud for every single American listening right now. People think if it is sold in a big American grocery store and has a government stamp and a barcode, then it must be totally safe. Let us be real for a second. Safe and legally allowed are not the same thing. Not even close. The food system in the United States of America still allows a lot of pesticides and food additives and preservatives that are already banned in Europe and other countries around the world. The legal limit just means someone in a suit in Washington decided a certain amount is acceptable for the average person on paper, not that your liver is happy about it or that your body wants it. Your liver and kidneys still have to filter all of that stuff every single day. They still have to work overtime. When we cut that load for 30 days, our liver enzymes improved, our kidney markers looked more balanced, our overall toxic burden felt lighter. We had more energy because our organs were not working so hard just to keep us alive. It is like taking off a heavy backpack full of bricks that you wore for 10 years and did not even realize how heavy it was until you finally set it down. You breathe easier, you move easier, you sleep deeper, you smile more. Myth number 6, most Americans think organic is only about what is not in the food, like no pesticides, no synthetic stuff, no artificial junk, and that is it. But it is also about what is in the food that makes it so powerful. Organic farming in America often means more diverse crops, more heirloom varieties that were bred for flavor and nutrition, not just for shipping across the country in a truck, more time to ripen on the plant instead of being picked green and hard and gassed to look ripe. That means more flavor and more nutrients in every bite. Our taste buds literally woke up during this challenge. A conventional tomato from a big box store in January tastes like wet cardboard with water inside. An organic heirloom tomato from a real farm in season tastes like sunshine and summer and childhood all at once. That flavor is not just for fun. That flavor is chemistry. That flavor is nutrients and antioxidants and plant compounds and minerals that your body craves and recognizes as real food. After 30 days, our antioxidant capacity in blood went up, meaning our blood was better at fighting off damage from stress and pollution and just living life in modern America with cars and screens and stress everywhere. Myth number 7, people think organic is only for rich folks and has nothing to do with real American values, that it is some elitist thing. Man, nothing could be further from the truth. Nothing is more American than supporting your local farmer and protecting your own land and feeding your family clean food. When you buy organic grown in America, you are keeping American soil alive and healthy for your kids and grandkids. You are keeping American water clean and free of chemical runoff. You are protecting bees and butterflies and birds and all the little creatures that make our countryside and our farms what they are. And you are putting dollars directly into the hands of of hardworking American farm families who chose to do it the hard way because they believe in doing it right, even when it is harder and pays less at first. That is as American as baseball and apple pie and pickup trucks and backyard barbecues. But this time the apple pie is organic and actually good for you and made with apples that did not get sprayed 15 times. Myth number 8, the last myth that I hear all the time here in America. People think you have to be perfect, that if you cannot do 100% organic, then why bother at all? That all or nothing mindset is keeping so many Americans stuck eating junk. The truth is, every single organic bite counts, every single swap matters. Your body keeps score in a good way. We went 100% for science and for this video, but you do not have to. Even if you just swap your berries and leafy greens and apples to organic, you cut a huge chunk of pesticide exposure. Even if you just swap your eggs and milk and butter to organic and pasture-raised, you get more healthy fats and vitamins. Even if you just swap your bread and grains to organic, you cut out a lot of weird additives. Progress beats perfection every single time. So after 30 days, where did we land? What did the lab say? Our pesticide metabolite levels dropped dramatically, more than half gone. Our antioxidant levels rose. Our vitamin and mineral status improved. Our blood sugar became stable and flat. Our inflammation dropped. Our liver markers improved. Our cholesterol ratio improved a little too. And we felt like completely new humans inside and out. Better sleep, like fall asleep fast and stay asleep all night, and wake up actually rested and not groggy. Better energy, like go for a hike on Saturday morning in the mountains and still have energy to cook dinner and play with your kids and hang out with friends at night. Better focus, like read a book for an hour without checking your phone 20 times and actually remember what you read. Better mood, less snapping at people, more patience, more laughter, more joy in small things. Better workouts, more strength, less soreness, faster recovery. I was lifting heavier and not feeling wrecked for 3 days after. Better skin, clearer eyes, less puffiness in the morning, better gut, no more bloat, no more food coma, better everything. And here's the thing that really hit me deep in my soul. This was not some crazy expensive biohack or some weird supplement stack from a dude in a lab coat selling you powder for $50 a bottle. It was just real food grown clean right here in America, the way food was grown for thousands of years before we started dumping chemicals on everything and calling it progress. Now I know the money question is real, and I respect it a lot. Organic in America in 2026 is not cheap, I get it. Grocery bills are no joke right now. Everything costs more, rent costs more, gas costs more, life costs more. But you do not have to go perfect on day one. Start smart, start with the dirty dozen, the fruits and veggies that soak up the most pesticides in the American food supply. Things like strawberries and spinach and apples and grapes and peaches and blueberries and cherries and celery, the stuff you and your kids eat every week without even thinking. Swap those to organic first. That is the biggest bang for your buck. Then swap your eggs and dairy to organic and pasture raised, because those changes hit your blood work and your taste buds super fast. Then swap your meat to grass-fed organic when you can. Then as your budget allows, keep swapping more. Even 50% organic is way better than 0% organic. Think of it as health insurance you can eat and enjoy 3 times a day. This whole 30-day journey taught me something I will never forget. Food is not just calories. Food is not just fuel. Food is information. Every bite is a message. Every bite is code that tells every cell in your body how to act, whether to freak out and inflame, or whether to heal and thrive and be strong. When you send clean messages from clean American organic food grown in living soil, your body listens and it starts to thrive like it was designed to. So here's where I need you to jump in, because I know this topic gets people fired up from California to Texas to New York to Florida to every small town in between. Do you think going fully organic for 30 days is truly worth the extra money for a regular, hardworking American family trying to make ends meet? Or do you think the regular conventional food in American stores is good enough and organic is just overhyped marketing for rich folks? Drop your honest take in the comments. Let us have a real debate, no filter, no judgment, just real talk from real Americans who actually care about what they feed their families. And before you click away, make sure you smash that subscribe button and ring that that bell for Organic Matters, because next up we are dropping a monster investigation that you will not see anywhere else on YouTube. We took the official Dirty Dozen list for 2026, the 12 fruits and veggies with the highest pesticide residues found in American supermarkets from coast to coast, and we sent them to a certified independent lab here in the United States of America to actually test the pesticide levels ourselves with real science. The lab results we got back will make your jaw hit the floor and will make you look at your produce aisle in a totally different way forever. Trust me, you do not want to miss that one, so subscribe right now, join the Organic Matters family, and I will see you in the next video where we expose exactly what is really hiding on your favorite supermarket produce and what you can do about it to protect yourself and your family.